All indicators are that Tia Clayton is back in top form. Plus, more. Welcome back to the channel, people. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, thank you for making it Peter Lloyd World. Go ahead, please hit the subscribe button so we can continue to grow. When you do that, go ahead and hit the notification bell so you know when the next video drops. We drop a video at least once a day here on Peter Lloyd World. Also, if you enjoy the content, please hit the like button. And finally, leave your thoughts. After this, sports analysis where we take a look at and we break down the races. So, when you're ready, yep, good to go. We begin today's story with high drama, so to speak, pretty much life and death. In 2019, Elijah Goodwin nearly died. He was running backwards, doing drills, and was impaled by a javelin. The spear pierced through his body and a lung between his rib cage, just inches away from his heart. He just ran the fastest time in the world to win the men's 400 meters SEC indoor title.
He's just not making up any ground on the Georgia senior. It's Godwin trying to go wire to wire. Elijah Godwin's going to win this second section, but is he going to run fast enough to beat Ja'Cory Patterson? Oh yeah! 44.75 for Godwin. And what a difference a year makes. That's a meet record for Elijah Godwin.
We just thought this was a massive deal. Elijah Godwin recovering from that near-death experience. Georgia State athlete, and ends up winning the SEC Indoor Men's 400-meter Championship in the world's fastest time. That's a heck of a story. Talk about determination, grit, and survival. A real comeback, make you feel good story. So big up and bless up and kudos to this remarkable young athlete, Elijah Godwin. Jamaican 800-meter runner and former Kingston College standout who now reps for the Clemson, Tyrese Roden, ran 1 minute 46.61 seconds to win the event at the Atlantic Coast Conference, better known as the ACC Indoor Championships in Louisville, Kentucky, on Saturday last. In this one run, he broke the 1 minute 46.70 seconds set by Alex Morgan in Indianapolis in 1996 and surpassed his previous best of 1 minute 47.89 seconds, as well as ran the fastest time as a Jamaican. It's now a new national indoor record. Congrats to the middle distance runner. Jamaica needs a lot more of these young men and young ladies if we are going to truly dominate in athletics. Here is that run.
It'll be a factor as well.
Men's 800 meters are underway. Amon Thornton, Clemson, Zahafi of Miami, two of your favorites. We'll keep an eye on the junior Connor Murphy of UVA. It's Thornton out front on the outseeding to Thornton. You take the pole, and they go shoulder to shoulder, forming a little bit of a wall.
Yes.
Preventing
blocking from Thornton. But they got the two Miami runners right behind him. The Miami guys like to go out fast too, so this is an effective stretch thing. You can tell he was trying to get it set up so he could win this thing. And now you got the big guy, Thornton.
Big, strong, a year ago, Tyrese Roden. Let's see what type of kick on the back straightaway for Zahafi. Here comes Connor Murphy as well on the final turn for Virginia.
Roden looks back, but he's got too much room.
Tyrese Roden ready from start to finish. Murphy coming in as the number 2. Thornton third for Clemson.
661, that's number 6 in the nation. And Roden wants everyone to know who he... Pointing conclusion, trying to win an ACC title for several years.
Congrats to the new ACC Indoor Men's 400 meter champion, Jamaica's Tyrese Roden, formerly of Kingston College. Now for the reason you clicked on the video. She's back. Yep. Based on what we saw at the Gibson Relays, we can say unequivocally Jamaica's Tia Clayton is back on the track and in full flight, and will only improve from this moment. Let's take a look and we'll break down why we believe she's back to top form and will only improve throughout the 2023 season. Running her first official 60 meter ever and running her first sprint as a pro athlete, meaning this is her rookie year, Tia Clayton announced herself to the world in that debacle of a 70 meter dash. I am still bewildered as to how these officials could have made this mistake, but you know what? We're all humans. We do make mistakes, but for everyone to not realize that, I looked at this thing and said immediately something is off, but you know what, let me shut up and get back to what I'm talking about. So she ran in that 70 meter race, which of course was not what she prepared for, and let's take a look at the race first. Now let me apologize for the quality of the video, but you get the gist. What would have been heat number 1, she ran 8.25 seconds to take the second spot, that is Tia Clayton, behind Ramona Burchell, who ran the same time and was given the win in this 70 meter dash. So as a result of this kerfuffle, the organizers decided that instead of having just a final, they would have a split final, which was done based on time. What this means is, instead of one race where the person who comes first, second, and third, that's it, they would split it down to 2 races, and then they would decide who won, who came second, who came third, who came fourth, based on their actual time. Now, you may or may not know by this point that the person who was given the win with a remarkable 7.03 run is Tina Clayton. That was in, I believe, final number 1. Tia, I believe, ran in final number 2. Here is that race.
So they're sent to their mark now for the women's 60 meter final 1 of 2. Malcolm, Nelson, Clayton, Burchell, Williams, Cameron. There's a lot about the start. Set position. Sent away cleanly. Good start for Kemba Nelson. Also running well. Tia Clayton. Look at Ramona Burchell on the outside. Clayton and Burchell. Burchell sneaks through. 7:31 is the flash time. Looks like Burchell nipped Clayton.
Pushing it for Burchell, 7:05 for Clayton.
Now, this, of course, is my 2 cents. The wind read on this race was plus 2.9, which means that these times cannot be ratified. In the end, Tia Clayton came second behind Ramona Burchell, who ran a wind-aided 7.04. Tia Clayton ran a wind-aided 7.05, and that's a huge factor. Now, secondarily, I've explained it on several videos, but I'm going to do it again, that this is an outdoor 60 meter, which is not the regular. Most 60 meters are indoor, so there's no wind factor. Also, plus 2.9 means a plus 2.9 meters per second wind was blowing behind them, pushing them towards the line, which gave them an advantage. It made them run faster. So the time, although impressive, cannot be taken too seriously. But here's why I believe, and this of course is my 2 cents, why I believe that Tia Clayton is back. I saw no sign of injury. Her acceleration was solid. In both the first and the second race, you saw the times in both. The first race, the time was 8.25, and of course, well, in this instance, it was a negative wind, that means the wind they were running into the wind, it was slowing them down, and it was a minus 1.1 wind. Also, you have to remember that at 8.25 is a reflection of the fact that they ran 70 meters instead of 60 meters. So it's really hard to break down that time in any pragmatic way. But for me, here are the 3 factors that I want to talk about regarding Tia Clayton and why I think she's back in top form. 1, this is her very first sprint race and the first 60 meter I've ever seen her run. She ended up running decent times. 8.25 for 70 meters is a solid enough time. Although wind aided, the final time of 7.05 is a little harder to gauge, but it was a decent run. 2, her acceleration was fine. She looked healthy. She looked confident and in charge. And 3, and most importantly for me, this being her very first race, she was running against people, one of my favorite sprinters, Ramona Burchell, who clipped her on the line in both instances. But Burchell is a seasoned vet and a remarkable athlete. So for a junior, she looked good standing beside one of our great sprinters, Ramona Burchell. I think she's back to top form. And I am really excited and raring to go. And I'm surprised that I don't hear anybody is really talking. In fact, I saw someone point out that she was beaten. And I was like, okay, she's a junior athlete. This is her first year. She's a rookie. First year as a pro. And she stood solidly against one of the best in the game, Ramona Burchell. She is one of our best female sprinters. And of course, that 70-meter dash, I think, really affected all of the athletes, not just Tia Clayton. So I think, myself and the team, that Tia Clayton is back and in top form and is looking really good. But this, of course, is my 2 cents. I'd absolutely love to hear your thoughts. Now, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, hit the like button. Remember, you're royals, kings, and queens. Bless up!